All right. Well, I closed out of that one real quick. That one didn't work out. Hold on. Let me get my stuff on here. What's up, guys? Ugh. Let me get all my things set up here. I was going to take that HP break on Nasdaq, but it didn't look like I got it. Oh, I need to go here. Gonna chase a little bit of a long on that one. Yeah, I can work on it. I don't know. I want to take Nasdaq, S&P. I can do S&P maybe. Tech market is moving on. More tariff news. I got excited. We broke hedge to the upside. Trade letters will be posted at Truth Social. 12 other nations have received trade letters. EU will not be receiving trade letter, setting out higher tariffs in the US. Cool, cool. Wall Street was happy with that for a little bit. All right, so where are we going here? Free Matt and chat. Free Matt and chat. Howdy. We can turn this into anything good here today. Oh yeah, I closed out. I took about $1,000 hit on that one. So when we jumped above monthly hedge, I got in on the long, and then I fell back down to 880 and stopped out. So basically, that's what happened. Figure out a way to get back in on this one if we do rally up. But other than that, I've got liquidity pockets down inside of here. I thought we were getting a monthly hedge break. I decided to jump in on it. That's what happens when you gamble on that news, though. Looks like it tapped and turned around, but it's a 50-50 shot. Usually when events happen, how the market responds to it. But anytime we get excited, I take that every single time, and it just so happened that didn't work out so good. I'll get in, if it Mosey's back up in there, I'll get in one more time for sure. Now we're back to waiting again. Lame. There's no pivot there. S&P has no pivot here. We had a run like thread line down here at the bottom, which is basically it. Move this out of the way here. Finish off the day with anything tasty. Always a 40-point stop. Just one. No, just one account. Just one. Just that one. This one right here. Doesn't look like we're gonna get the bounce we want, but that's all right. Market's just been trending lower for the morning. And the hourly chart looks a little nasty too for the S&P. Just as like lower, 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 lower. But hopefully better. Things like this maybe think we'll get lower before higher, but we'll see. Probably get like one final overshoot of this and then I just, for whatever reason, I don't think we rally. I don't think we sell either. Still got resistance off of these now. We lost yellow line today also. It's a bigger pivot on a bigger time frame. Can I send you a cute picture of your credit cards? Okay, Victor, I trust you completely. That's definitely my credit cards are in good hands. Don't I avoid shooting candles like that? I do. Exit when I'm in a trade to prevent to take profit or to get out of a loss, but when it achieves a pivot, I still take it every time, no matter what. So I still have to take the trade every time, even if it does achieve it. Now that I was excited about because we broke through MHP and we got here and pushed above, just like any other time I can make that choice. It went here and it fell to there and I just took one contract and it fell there and I closed out. Could take it every time. Well, technically speaking, 880 is that stop area. And then I just kind of closed out there. But yeah, even on an event, if an event pushes me to, I do the same thing on Fed. Like if Fed or any other news event bounces or drops lower to a target, like if we're trading above here and the news drops me to monthly, I'll take the long there. Just like if the news pushes me through monthly, I'll take the long there also. But it's just one account, so it wasn't in one contract, so it was controlled risk. Right? Not really too bad. The decision is, should I make an attempt on the other side? Hopefully, or should I make an attempt down here at bear zone? And probably I could. Let me move all these over. I'm having all my notes here. Can't wait till all this is automated too. I'm gonna be super excited about that. People are eager to try to short this and sell this off. Now, this kind of low consolidating pattern with multiple rejections does let me think that like this is possible, which I'm kind of like, okay, we might get that today. Wall Street's ready to start taking profit on all this tariff stuff. Is that lower before higher? There it is. The question becomes, do I want to grab this dip? Liquidity pocket, I'll always take the dip every time. Even this little dip right here. Nothing to trade off of. That's kind of the crappy part. S&P is not really moving much either. Nasdaq's the one that's getting a lot of steam. S&P is just kind of like chilling. Don't you long DD band? Yeah, I do every time as well. Do I think that we're breaking MHP more than usual? I don't say more than usual. I'd say it's been holding most days, I think. You haven't really been challenging it that much. Market hasn't been too volatile either. I don't think there's any buying power today. Should I take liquidity pocket though? I mean, I probably will. And this account on stream, I probably will. Yeah. Also happy to get above MHP again. With Tradeify, on the 100K straight to funded, the max ED is 4,000. Is that the buffer you need to get over max to make a payout? Yes. Let me start over. With Tradeify, you need to get to profit target, not drawdown. Straight to funded, you just need to make it to your profit target with the correct number of trading days, which is 7, and meet the consistency. That's it. No buffer. The buffer is the starting point of the account. Once you get over 4,000, if that's your drawdown, once you're $4,000 in profit, then it no longer trails with you. Then it stays at the account balance, the starting balance. That will be how much you need to make that the account stops trailing. Yeah. It chops and ranges. Yeah, I guess today was like an example of that. But lately also is because the market has not really been, the market crashed on tariffs, recovering crash, mostly short squeeze, and then switched to periods of like low volatility, high volatility, low volatility. The market hasn't been like clean and non-volatile this whole time, right? It's been sort of like flip-flopping between like bull and bear moments and volatile and non-volatile moments just because of the nature of everything, right? The market has been sort of like not consistently bullish or bearish. We kind of had that crash in the middle of all of it. The news drivenness will probably cause a lot more interactions and breaks of monthly hedge pressure because the news is driving this more so than like momentum, and short squeeze from the crash is also driving this, right? So you're probably right. There's probably a lot more hedge breaks due to news, but like I would say that like the indicator itself, not necessarily, it's just a victim of the environment, right? News are the things that do break hedge pressure. And so the randomness of the news coming and tariffs up and down and people reacting, overreacting is probably why you're observing that. And I got so excited the market was going to rally through that. Man. It's not like we're pivoting. It's not like we're just falling to it gracefully on a no news and then it's plowing through it. It's more like news is what's crashing the market through. Like today was news, right? The event creates the move. And it's like this market is just like trading from one event to the next, really. It hasn't been a lot of clean trending market. It's been like you remember like all of May was like that and June was like that as well. It's not really cleanly trending. The market was just like, you know, chop up, chop up, chop up. It was just not, you know, we're not really getting like much of a strong bull wave. We usually would get something a little bit more like this. I finally got some strong bull waves at the end of June, but I fear that we're back to the same chop, 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 chop. You know, tariffs are putting a huge cloud over the bull market. There's a lot of people still not willing to take strong bets to the long side at all-time highs with the tariffs situation looming, you know. All right, let's just sort of put the tick chart on and we can watch this bad boy and see what happens. Where does this go to? Oh, you go to there. A little bit of movement here. A little covering on that short there. There's ADD bands keep bouncing. Yeah. I do love my DD band trades. If I can get one, it'd be kind of nice. Let's find the middle distance of all of this. Where's my little drawing tool here? There you are. Okay, stop hiding. All right, let's get you on the chart here. Wait, I think they drew that way too big. All right, what's the distance of this move here? 29 into 46. That's only 20 points. Not even that much. No, I'm sorry. 29, 46, 80 points, not 20 points. 80 points. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. We're back for the afternoon sesh. Just sweep through these stocks and see what we got going on here. Tesla holding MHP, Microsoft kind of got a little bit of room to fall. Apple was the one that was kind of questionable today. Amazon's okay. Apple, yep, Apple was MHP break all day long. That's kind of been preventing a lot of momentum. Apple's not doing the best. Mixed futures ran up to 19, but still kind of sort of like looking like it's trying to trend higher, but like I like to err to the bull side and not bet on markets crashing. Again, everything's still, it's like just selling off in bull territory. Nothing's bearish yet, but you know, we do have some kind of questionable selling here. Down inside of here, S&P does have support from red to red. That's another setup if it were to pivot. Obviously, the first red line has been supporting, which is good. You guys know the trick when we teach you illiquidity pivots. These are longer term pivots that are useful. We're waiting now. ES futures sold till July the 14th to risk off with neutral to bearish. Not a bad place to be. We haven't really got a lot of momentum today. And second day in a row, VIX has been trending up. So it could be bad news. Which accounts do I have? I have 5 Tradeify straight to funded, 4 funded next accounts, and 1 funded futures live account that I trade on this stream. After your birthday yesterday, you're not really as ancient as you are, but how? What? Now you know what it's like to be so old. Wait, was yesterday really your birthday? Sometimes I don't know if you're being truthful, because I feel like we've already celebrated your birthday last month. Well, happy birthday, Victor. Happy birthday, sir. Hopefully it is an awesome birthday. I was really excited to see green candle hit my level. Boo. All right. Lunchtime, baby. All right. Okay, moving. Mark's moving a little bit. I've got exciting news. Pickle will be joining us later this afternoon. Idoc's mom is coming over. She was babysitting Pickle while we were gone. I haven't seen that dog in like a week. So I'm sure she's going to bring him in here and get him all riled up. 77 is ancient. How does it feel to be 77 years old, Victor? Still day trading? That's awesome. What's up, Christoph says, until we get the letter for China and Europe, I'll be sure to trade outside of Trump hours. I know, right? That's actually one of the smartest things I've heard all week. Because like Trump's back to his same rhetoric, right? Like let's not trade during US hours that much. Not the most terrible decision. Market's trying to move here. Hopefully get something out of this. Okay, I'm gonna take a long again if we reach monthly hedge pressure. I know it sounds crazy, but yes.
I'm offended.
I gave you 111,000 balloons. Wait, why?
Why is this in my room and on the floor? So it's
Okay.
being disrespected.
Why is it in your room is because it was finally there was enough helium to keep it floating. Sorry, there was enough helium to keep it floating. I put it in your room, but why was it on the floor? Is because there was not enough helium to keep it off the floor. So I was hoping that you would get inspired to have 111,000 views, and I put them in your office.
I was hoping as an engineer you would figure out how to stay afloat. If it meant that much to you.
I'm sorry. It means a whole lot to me. You know what we should do with those?
What?
We should take the air out of them and keep them. Can we do that?
Yeah.
I really appreciate the balloons. They're so awesome. It still has ones, kind of. Wait. Hey, 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 hey. 1K, 1K, 1K. We just got done partying. Let's.
I know.
I'm already tired from saying that. Those balloons are awesome, man. We should do something with
I don't know
them.
what to do with it. I mean, we can always buy new ones, but this is like $100. Oh!
Your shirt is wet, by the way.
I know, and it's like in the wrong places too.
Yeah, you're giving people a wet t-shirt show, by the way.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Guys, still trading?
Trying to.
Okay. Man, don't stop!
When's your mom coming over?
In the next 10 minutes.
Bring Pickle up, if you don't mind.
I will for sure.
Everybody wants to say hi.
Everyone misses me. Even my community like with Pickle.
1K, yeah, exactly. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm doing something on my phone. I'm just waiting for monthly edge pressure. We're just chilling on this. When we get it, I'll play it for sure. This is the point in time where we call it waiting for setups. Cattle prices made a new all-time high. Oh, I didn't even think about cattle prices going up in this environment. Beef is in high demand for 4th of July. By the way, the My Funded Futures deal, you guys, the 50% off, it still lasts through July 31st, by the way. And you guys know that. No, it was looking like it was going to rally up. Hopefully I'll just stare at this market just bottom chopping all day long today. Super boring. How'd you guys do today, by the way? End of y'all's day. Did you guys have a killing day today, or how'd that work? I think today a lot of you guys, if y'all trade similar to me, similar style, today should have been not so hard for you. Today was kind of setups are pretty like straightforward today, I think. Had a green day today and last night. Cool. Green day killing it, then wiped out a bunch of gains with that FOMO. Sucks, man. Sorry to hear. Green day, 5K across 3 accounts. Nice green all day long. Green longs. Funded next is code ROCKET. That gives you the biggest discount. Abu Rocket. Above my head. You made 15K on gold today. Damn, that's a win. Hell yeah. Tradeovate didn't cancel your stop. Oh, so were you guys affected by Tradeovate's like outage today, closing people's positions and stuff? I heard about that. Ollie didn't make any trades today. Need to reset your brain for too much parties. I bet you had a good weekend, man. You're like me. You like to cut loose and stuff. What'd y'all do for fourth, man? Engineers, man. We love to party. That's for sure. Dude, I had like all my friends, like this entire group was like 25 engineers. Believe it or not, we like to party more than most professions. I think engineers are like very fun people outside of work. We're really boring at work though. Well, my software worked during Asian and London sessions. Some of our parts do, yeah. Not all of it does, like liquidity maps are a US thing, but dynamic hedge pressures, overnight hedge pressures, DD bands, all that works overnight. Future stuff. So equity stuff, no. Future stuff, yes. Work hard, play hard. How many engineers does it take? A lot. Have you seen Squid Game? I finished season 3. Yeah, I saw all 3 seasons. It was cool. Squid Game to me should have been a one and done thing. Like, the first show was like good, and then they kept letting it go, and then 2 and 3 were kind of weird and like all right, but not really the same. But now, you know, obviously you guys might have heard, no spoiler, but Squid Game US is being directed by David Fincher. So clearly I'm going to watch it because I've seen everything that guy's ever made like a dozen times, and it's guy doesn't produce or make anything bad ever. Like Fincher has a spotless record directing stuff. So, you know, IDOC was like, I don't even know if I want to watch Squid Games US. I was like, oh, David Fincher directing. She's like, who's that? And I was like, what? What? I was like, you've seen all of his movies. You didn't even know. She's like, which movies? I'm like, Social Network. Zodiac. Fight Club. 7. Like, oh yeah, I've seen a lot. Those are all good. I'm like, Gone Girl. It's like, yeah, no, I've seen all of those. I'm like, does he make a bad movie? He's like, no. The Game. That's her favorite movie, The Game. And okay. Could I run your algo on futures options? Look at Euro options or overnight? Well, yeah, but the thing is, there's no data feed for Euro options I can buy. That I know of. I have been looking for a while, and my sources don't have information on it, where I can get European options. If I could clearly make hedge structures and stuff overnight for European traders, 100%. When I was doing my 150K Tradeifys, how did I size? 2 NASDAQ max, 1 NASDAQ normal. Or sorry, 2 NASDAQ. My maximum position was 2 NASDAQ or 4 ES. My normal was 1 and 2, respectively. Right, or my medium, sorry. So waiting for take profit to process. Still market data is delayed. Oh man, hope you get it, man. How much did you make on your take profit? Can we get a Trump tweet, right? How was the Switch? Switch 2 is pretty cool. Obviously, there's not like a lot of Switch 2 games yet. I think there's like 4 games for the Switch 2. How many of there are now? What the launch exclusive is Mario Kart World. I have that. Kirby Air Riders. I don't have Kirby. Donkey Kong Bonanza doesn't come out yet. Fast Fusion came out. That's 2. There's like a handful of games. Maybe like 4, but like maybe a little bit more than that. Not a lot of games for Switch 2 yet. Mario Kart's cool. Oh, Mario Kart's always good though. Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out in like a week. But yeah, the Switch 2 is cool because I think it can do 4K at... I think it can do 4K 60. Hold on, what? Uh, 4K when docked. 1080p in handheld. It also supports 120 and 1080p and 1440. So it does 120 and 2K and then 60 for 4K. That's cool. You don't really need more than 60 for a console game on the Switch anyways. It's not like you're doing like high speed nonsense. So 4K 60 is cool. It looks good. Yeah. You have 5 funded My Funded Futures accounts. You know when they're going to open up to 5 accounts? Sometime this month is what's been rumored. That's from the source, not from social media rumor mill. That's from me asking them directly. Let me revisit my text and see what they said. The increase will be coming this month. That's what they said for sure. Guaranteed this month. More details will come out closer to the rollout date, but this month is when it's going to happen. Yeah. There's that Dancy Dance candle. Now the question becomes, do I want to take it? Or just wait? What do y'all think? We didn't even get dip to... didn't even get like a dip to hedge pressure here. Or dipped a zone. We didn't get a zone dip either. What do y'all think? Little flush candle there to sweep out some illiquid, catching people off guard. I think you hear the dog downstairs. Maybe get lower liquidity pocket. I can take that all day, but grab that when it taps. I waited all day to get something cool, right? Got a little bit to come on this one. I'll try to take it. Buy the dip, lol. Waiting for it. We're getting close to pocket. Let's get ready for this. Oh, I got all things all frozen up here. Okay, let me get ready. I might kind of. It's good to see Pickle. Do these levels for ES by chance? Yeah, I definitely do. For sure. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. Hang tight for a second. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry, had to talk to iDoc for a second there. All right, I just grabbed the dip at liquidity pocket. I just grabbed just the same account I was playing with earlier. I decided to grab it with 3 just because DD ratio is 0.92. Pickle incoming. Yeah, had to talk to her for a minute. Grab just a little bit here. Try and get something good off of it, LP. It was more Trump news, I think. Oh my God. I'll take it. I can maybe only 1, maybe 2, not 3, but 40% tariff on. Sorry, I lost my voice for a second there. On Laos, Myanmar, South Africa. Damn, lost my voice here. Any red lines in S&P? Yeah, hold on. Right there, IRL 6248. Around the edge. Yep. There we go. Liquidity pocket every single time. You guys know the drill there. Fucking voice, man. I'm losing my voice talking so much. I'll take it. Come on, rally it. So iDoc's mom is here. We're chilling. Brought Pickle over. I'll work this one back to even. Just Trump tweeting tariff stuff on Truth Social, I guess. Or truthing. Trump is over there truthing on Truth Social. I trim down to maybe... I grabbed 3 at the base. I don't know if I'm going to hold 3 through it or just hang on. I don't want to make too much on this one. Maybe 2,000 would be okay. 2,000 would be perfect. You guys, LP trade. This is so fucking by the book, textbook. I'm at 14. Let me trim... 2 on the next bump. Okay, let's trim 2 and hold a runner. Oh, trim 2 and hold a runner. Trim 2, hold a runner. Ooh, I love making money. Gotta wait it all fucking day for that. Trim 2, hold a runner. I can't make too much on this. I don't want to bust consistency, but let's hold on to it. This account is now back to being green, which is good. This account was red for a hot minute. The only one that was red. Just you're up 12K on your buy fund and futures accounts. Boy, let's go. Rockets to chat. Anybody playing liquidity pockets here? Rocket Scooter liquidity pockets, man. Oh, oh, oh. 13K a day. I knocked it down to 11 when that count went down, and then now I'm back up to 13K. Patience pays off. Patience day. Patience day. Patience day. I got 3, trimmed 2, holding a runner for the ride up. That was so clean, guys. We fucking waited all day and the market just goes right to LP. Oh my God. I couldn't have expected it. This could have been an easier day to trade. I swear to God. Not that trading's easy. I don't say that at all. The textbook. I mean, all day, MHP, finally lose it. Then wait, LP. Even if LP supports on the pocket is huge on NASDAQ, that run is great. Even from here to hedge pressure, which is the next interrupt pivot, is 100 points in NASDAQ off this base. So, I mean, it can run pretty decent. That's almost 2,400 with just one contract. Even it runs all the way up 100 points from 8, so up to 9. That's why I just trimmed 2 and holding a runner, just in case. Let's kind of mark this up. Hanging on. Just a runner. It's all that matters, a runner. It's all we need. Small one to run up. R&R. Market's dipping on bad news. The reward to risk is really high, and then the position needs to be small. Travel distance is big, so... Big, beautiful fucking day. Oh, yeah, dude. So I trimmed a runner. That's good. A little bit of selling pressure there, too. All these tariff news is coming through. We all knew this was going to happen, though. It's not like it's a surprise. The obvious trade is for people to be shorting and selling off this tariff news. But, you know, I'm not a little bitch, so let's see if I can continue to trade pockets. There's my one runner there. Can I hit it again every single time? Should I? Oh shit, 3. No, I don't want to do 3. I want to do 2. Dude, that was a delay in that. The first click didn't work. The second click didn't work. Okay, trade of 8's being a little shitty today. That's my first experience of it. The delay between pushing the button. Yeah, I added to it. Like I added 1 again to the position and it didn't register. And I clicked it again, it didn't register. And then a second later it said 3. I was like, oh, well, I don't want to do 3. I should wait for some overshoot to add to this though. Yeah, like just to bet that we hold through here, DD ratio is solid. Like, and again, it's tariff news. It can continue to crash and sell off, but I don't really like, you know, trading with that. I don't like that we hit that pocket and continue to sell off. Not the biggest fan of that. I don't like that much. My brain just tells me to stick to 1. We shouldn't be plowing through all these supports, but I mean, I think it's the hot topic in the news today is to like short tariffs. I think everybody just wants to do that or sell on tariffs. But I'm gonna stick to my guns on this one. It's clear as day that like that is like the popular trade to do. I feel like it's the obvious trade to do. Like too many people would be doing it. That the market's gonna like punish people for shorting at the low. I don't know. That's just my feeling. Impact red line 782. That's really it. But man, losing pocket is gonna be dangerous. So be careful in here. Usually should be supporting there. So hang on. Hang on in there. 1 second flush, declining candle with declining volume, not the best sign for support. You want to see volume into the pivot. If there's declining volume with declining candle, it means the stocks are selling off. So we got to make sure we watch the stocks. Apple was getting obliterated today. Nvidia is outside the box. Apple on monthly hedge break continue to find lower lows for the Apple's just been sucking ass like the last couple of weeks. Not my favorite stock. Apple used to be one of my favorite stocks to see them moving, but people don't like Apple lately. Amazon near support. Microsoft near support. Meta near support. Dangerous risky play, but after like about 20 or 30 minutes of this low consolidation, should hopefully produce movement. We have 2 really strong pivots nearby right here. This is it. Bear zone top. And illiquidity pivot. Yeah, this is pretty all right. I don't feel too bad about this. Maybe an opportunity. We'll see. Trading's all about seeing things people don't see. Now, I don't feel too excited about this, but I always do this trade. It's a good one. It's definitely a good one to take. Hit it a second time. Let's break above pocket. Let's hold it. There's the middle. We're breaking the middle range there. So that is right at pocket. We're good. High to low on that IRL possibility. That volatility is bigger and smaller, hopefully shrink up. If we consolidate right here, it's going to move. So I'm positioned for that, which is good. My cost basis is right at 802, which is right on the line, which isn't bad. With 2, that's a good spot. That's kind of my confidence in this is probably like maybe not 90%, but we did, because on monthly hedge break, you start to lose your perfect confluence here. It's not the SPY monthly hedge break, so it's not irrational, but it's the futures, which does cause a little bit of like lack of confidence. I'm going to say this one is exactly 90% because it's not perfect conditions. I'd give it more like a 70. But we shouldn't be breaking the bear zone. Now let me double check something really quick on monthly map just to make sure it's not in a weird spot. So QQQ would have to kind of drop like 500 points to really, like 22,300 to really get us in a dangerous spot. So we're far enough away that should be good. We can afford a little bit more selling pressure without it turning bearish. Like there's good support here. And we got DD band much lower as well. So DD band's also always in the vicinity of these big sell-off days. S&P's close nearby. Nasdaq hasn't fallen as much. So let's get that low consolidation here. The market is, the craziest thing is the market's actually been trending down all day. 90% of my trades are long and I'm about 13 grand. That's the funny, or actually, sorry, 100% of my trades are long. I haven't shorted once. This is the best part. You can always find opportunities if you wait on both sides of the market. Pretty good. Now these are, let's hang in there. Hold that pocket. Get up. Bootcamp skills. Yeah, this is Bootcamp 101 stuff. Have any irrational triggers? Technically speaking, breaking monthly hedge on futures is a caution. It's not what we call our irrational signal. It would be breaking it in equities. But technically speaking, no irrational signals yet. No. Nothing yet. I like to see that move. Market, can you stop price and lower? Can we just get like a big bumpy little rally here? Give me a little explosion on the upside. Just give it some love. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Checking this trade 2 times today. I like it. There is some very strong selling pressure though in some stocks, and VIX is moving up small amounts, but still moving up. So volatility may not be over yet. We might still get some nasty red candles, but I think we're okay. I think we are okay. Market's had a hard time rallying today. There's not a lot of buying momentum, which is kind of the crappy part. Come on. Consolidating at liquidity pocket. You guys know we love our pockets. Pockets are good. Pockets are good. I'm watching a tick chart off to the side. That's some mean tight consolidation right there. This market is not picking up steam. So let's get the burp. Get that burp up. Come on, let's move up. Get the burp. Let's go. I take that trade 2 times. 2 times. I got 3, closed out 2, held a runner, added 1, holding 2 for the run. Textbook. 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 With the rally song. Or, even better, Happy 4th. I can only make 2,000 in this account anyways. I should probably take profit. I'm close to it. 1,500 in this account. $1,700 profit. I need to get about 1,800 to, or 2,000-ish. I can hold for more, but I want to bait consistency. I'm scared to hold it further, so let me close out. EST every single time. All right, now I'm done for the day. All right, I'm done for the day. I didn't do anything else. That's it. This is the account I was fighting. I managed to get it back closer to 2 grand. That account went negative for a minute. That first long. I'm done. I'm flat. I'm done. No more trades today. I'm done. Oops. This is just like AI Metallica kill 'em all, dude. I love it. All right, ChatGPT, add this up. Hold on. How much should I make? Add this up. Am I better off or worse than earlier? 14.4. Yeah, nice. It's almost 50K. Narrator, he was not done. So clean. Yeah, that was sick. Very cool, very cool. Y'all want some monkey paw? You know, Trump will be on Truth now, and then we're on X with Elon. Yeah, probably. It's back to the old Trump and Elon are probably gonna avoid each other now. They're like awkward ex-lovers at a fucking party. They're on opposite sides of the room, not acknowledging each other, making it awkward for everyone else. All right, question in chat: is anybody liquidity pocket longing? I can't make any more money, so I'm done. Not on the prop accounts. Anybody long? Liquidity pockets are my favorite things to long. My bread and butter trades. So here, the pocket trade, at least this is tracing half the distance. This is actually good to return to here. Once you lose half, the pocket is huge on Q. It's roughly 100 points of this. It's 2.5, or actually it's an interrupt. So the next pivot you have is hedge pressure, right? So this is like 100 points from bottom. So we're at like 82, give or take, like right here. How much am I up now? According to ChatGPT, 14.5. Hold on. I was like, chat, add up these numbers, ChatGPT, and ChatGPT says 14,482. These are the night my funded next and then my Tradeifys. Yeah. Pretty solid, dude. Solid LPs, dude. Oh my god. LP, baby. LP. V-shape recovery. Oh yeah, right up to here. This is it. Which this is the only trade I made today. It'd be easy to make it right up there to the top. 82. That'd be nice. Liquidity pocket. Yeah, it's rock scooter thing. Top right of the screen. Look up. Look up. Every single time trade, I take it every time. Bear zone top here. Ratio is greater than half, 90%. It's likely to hold liquidity pocket. This is low of the day. Yeah. Even real-time data candles for equities, yeah, because we don't buy 100% of the equities volume because we're futures traders. Equities data is just reference data, so you can see the liquidity map on a chart, Justin. Yeah. So, but you need the real-time data to power resilience and all these other indicators. Yes, you need the real-time data for that. But yeah, we don't buy because we'd have to charge you a lot of money for real-time equities data, but we don't need it. We call it reference data. You're not trading Apple stock with Ragas here. I mean, you could, but it's reference, right? You just want to see where it is relative to the map. So used to, we'd even have liquidity maps on equities charts. It was just like, we would just tell you where all the levels were and you draw them on your own. And since we made a trading platform, futures is what's important. You get real-time futures candles, the equities data, the way that we got it for cheap. That way you guys can have, you know, cheaper platform, cheaper tools was we buy 5% of the market volume, which makes the candles look a little thin and wiry, but that's normal. Yeah. One time we bought the real full SIP data feed for equities, but then we're paying like $10,000 extra a month and then charging you guys extra on top of what you already pay a month so that you can have more data inside of these candles for like Amazon and Microsoft. And like, then everybody was kind of like, yeah, we don't really need it. So the push has been instead to convert everything to futures. And on Friday, I should have a prototype Thursday night, Friday morning of everything converted to futures now, which should be the whole new thing. Yeah. So you won't have to open up liquidity map anymore on SPY and QQQ. Lou, yeah, man, take it easy, bud. To transpose, right. It's a real-time dynamic conversion. So the idea is that it's going to convert them in real time. Remember, the converted data points are going to move around a little bit in real time. So the algorithm is designed to move, recalculate the conversion the closer you are to the target. So for example, these targets are really far away. They'll be updating probably once every 5 minutes. If the target was here, it'd be updating every tick. If it's here, it might be updating every 5 minutes. It's so that like the conversion doesn't in real time happen and all the levels are all dancing around the whole time. And that's kind of the solution I have for that. And the reason for that is to keep data cheap for you guys. I mean, I could go pay the 10 grand to ICE a month. I use like 12 grand extra a month. Then charge you guys like $20 for data and to recoup the cost. And then we'd all have to pay more money. It's kind of like none of us want it, right? I don't want to pay more money. I don't want to charge you guys more. And everyone's like, yeah, this is good enough. That's what it is. But you do need the real-time data to power DD and resilience and all the other stuff, because while we don't have the full historic candles, we do get the real-time updated best price to do the calculation. Yeah. I'm always trying to, like, when I'm doing rocket scooter changes, my first thought is, how do I keep things affordable here? Our mission has always been to create affordable tools and affordable education. It's always been that case. It's not to charge $500 for like live training per session and $20,000 bootcamp seat, $100,000 live training, $500 a month tools. And there's people that charge that. Ours is like, no, that's a ripoff. Education is not that expensive for trading. So our thing has always been like, do the best we can to keep prices affordable. Does lifetime subscription provide you data for life? It unfortunately doesn't. The data feed charge that you're charged goes to the exchange, by the way. So we just take that money and pay them. So unfortunately, when it comes to data, you still always have to pay the exchange. And that's with any trading platform, by the way. Data is its own, that's another company charging you for the data, unfortunately. It's like if you bought a computer, the internet, you still got to pay monthly for to the internet company. Rocket Scooter draws them in real time for me automatically. And then I convert the equities ones to futures. Like this is automatic. All of these are automatic. I don't draw any of this. That the algo does it for me. And so the new release coming out this week for beta testing for me is that it will convert equities and superimpose them on top of futures. So in this example, these things that I've drawn on here manually will now be automated on futures, like this bear zone with these little notes here. This will be automated on the futures conversion. This is the level in QQQ converted to NASDAQ. Yeah. For those that don't have futures data, can we have an in QQQ NQ? What do you mean? Percent close above, what does that mean? So it's a back test one of our members have done. And what we counted was under current conditions or ideal conditions, we'll have different numbers. Under ideal conditions, 90% of days will close above a bear zone top if you open above a bear zone top. So 90% of days close above. We count where you open. If you opened above, which check, we open above, the 90% of days will have closed above as well, which means if it falls all the way to there, I take a long off of it to bet that it closes above. Yeah. Under non-ideal conditions, which means some of these lights, these alerts are not green, or some of the confluences aren't there, like this ratio is less than half, then okay, then it's not ideal. This drops to closely about 70% under non-ideal conditions. Ideal, it's 9 out of 10. That's why we play a song that says EST every single time. Because I long it every single time, 90%. It's a good long. Do I need TradingView subscription? No, Rocket Scooter is a cracked version of TradingView. Or sorry, cracked, not cracked. It's a TradingView on crack, basically. We white labeled TradingView and built a TradingView on steroids version. So we give you your own version of TradingView. We didn't crack TradingView. We legally acquired it. That actually sounded like we hacked it. That sounded, I wish I was that cool. I knew how to do that. TradingView on crack. Has most of the features. Yeah. Did I just admit to a crime? We pay the white label fee. If I was gonna steal something, I'd steal something much cooler than trading charting. Traders on crack. It might spend quite in the background from Matt. Yeah, I wish, right? If I was gonna steal something, I would steal priceless works of art. You know why? Because of all things you can steal in this world, that is just the coolest sounding thing. Like an art thief is like the coolest kind of thief. How many movies I've seen about stealing art? It just looks so cool when they do it. It requires a lot of high skill and technique. The Mona Lisa would be easy to steal. It's so small. I could just put that in my shirt and then walk out. Art thieves are like dangling from the ceiling, trying not to trip any of the wires. I know it's very Hollywood-like, but if I could steal one thing, it would be priceless works of art, and only to do it just to take a picture with it. Like, hey, I stole it. Then I always return it because it isn't mine to keep. Art is something everyone should enjoy. I would steal it, take a selfie, put a smiley face over me so you wouldn't know it's me, and then publish it. Be like, haha, I took it, but here it is back, just for the thrill of dangling from the ceiling, pumping smoke into the room so I can see where the lasers are. I mean, come on, that sounds really cool. Just post it on social media like, I stole your painting, LOL. LULZ, lols. I'll give it back to you on Monday. Don't worry. That'll be known as like, they can call me like Mr. Return because I always return when I steal. So I hate karma. Like I would have bad karma if I just took it. So they'll be like, shit, they were stolen again. Our paintings were like, no, Mr. Return stole it. He'll bring it back next week. Oh, okay, cool. All right. So don't worry. We saw it on his Instagram. He'll return it. And then they'd like it because it would bring publicity to their art museum, and they probably wouldn't press charges. Maybe. Hopefully not. Mr. Return strikes again. The return of Mr. Return. Who the fuck's calling me? Hold on. Hello? Oh, hello? Hello? Yeah, what's up? Then I'm just I'm the world's most famous art borrower. I'm not even an art thief. I'm just an art borrower. I love it. That'd be great. The world's most famous art borrower. Do you need a business loan for your art heist? That's what I'm going to spend the next business loan on. Lots of cool, like, Batman level tools for, like, swinging from ceilings and stuff. Thomas Crown. Heck yeah. I have not seen the last Mission Impossible, not yet. I need to watch Lupin. Okay. Is it a movie? I'll have to check it out. Entrapment. Zeta Jones. Yeah. So you're kind of like Pierce Brosnan and the Thomas Crown Affair. Yeah, exactly. National Treasure 3 Rocket Scooter Edition. Yeah, like I would steal the Declaration of Independence or something, or like steal Lincoln's head from the Lincoln Memorial, but to like always return it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just borrowing it for the weekend. Steal the top of the Washington Monument, like crazy stuff that nobody would have thought of. The dome from the Capitol building. You know what I'm saying? Just like plop it in my backyard for a hot minute and then return it. Like it was a neat. He stole the dome of the Capitol. What happened? What was needed for a party? Yeah, like steal the torch from the Statue of Liberty and then replace it with like, you know, like a Nintendo Wii controller, like actually construct something and she's like holding something else. The art replacer strikes again. He replaces things. That would be awesome. Replace it with a Bud Light. LOL. Nothing screams America better than Statue of Liberty holding a Bud Light. Looks like we're running right back up to this equilibrium spot. Are you guys trading this still? Are y'all still in the long? I hit max position, so I can't really do anything else, but damn, still George Washington's hat. Yeah. I would do that. Don't think the FBI cares that you return it? Yeah, probably not. I needed it for a party. Holding runners, long and strong. Awesome, you guys. I'm telling you, patience pays off. I told you guys, patience is it. I did take one loss today, but I made it back. Like when it popped on orange, I bought and then it fell and I closed out, but that's pretty good. Set up. Pardon me. Should I try to pass my Fun and Futures eval ASAP? There's no consistency in the eval. Well, yeah, there's no consistency. You can pass it in one day, right? With no consistency, if you get like an A+, this is A+ setup today. This is as good as it gets, right? So if I got an A+ setup, I would hold it all the way to next pivot. So this is next interrupt pivot on SPY is at hedge pressure, right? We know. I'm sorry, QQQ. So from here, roughly what? 3/4 of the way of 40, so 30 points higher on NQ, right? So about 80, about 910. Oh, actually closer to 910, yeah. So it lines up with this hedge pressure very much. But even so, anytime you get like a nasty little dive like this and I trade it right back up to the starting point, I usually would trim everything here and hold a runner from here as established like a new kind of like equilibrium level up here. This nice little gap is going to hold you flat and then pop up for the rest of the day. Who here just grabbed 100 points in NASDAQ? So you still got it? Oh, nice. Y'all are so smart, man. Ride the trade. All right, dude, you're going to win all the contests. All right, we got a new song. Okay, want to hear it. Ride the trait. This is like so. Wait, which one? Punk version, club version, metal version, wearing your ears may bleed version. Let's take the ears may bleed version. Oh, dude, gent metal. I love it. Gent. It's kind of a this part's cool. It sounds like Corey Taylor. A little bit. Like budget Slipknot. But this is like my favorite genre of music, actually, this like melodic death metal sound. Starting news like I hate it. Kind of reminds me of that's definitely like melodic death metal sound though. Which is like I like that. Yeah, it does kind of sound like Soilwork a little bit, yeah. I love Soilwork, dude. I love that song. One of my favorite songs is Crestfallen, Soilwork. Do you like Under Oath? Yeah, I do. Like that was like Under Oath and like a lot of that whole genre was like my college, my post-college playlists. Under Oath, The Used, Atreyu. Elon just posted What's True Social, never heard of it. Yikes. They need just need to like have makeup sex already and just stop being like little bitches online to each other. Would I short off Blue Line? No, I don't short off a hedge pressure blue. That chorus is cool. I like it. I love it, actually. That's cool. I love it. Okay, I don't want to spoil it because I want to hear it again. Punk version. This sounds just like Rancid, like late era Rancid. I love it. Real big GPUs, yeah. This kind of has like a Real Big Fish ska-y sort of opener. Yeah, especially with the horns. Definitely Real Big Fish. Real big GPUs. Do I have my chart dark on purpose? This is just the natural color. You can, if you buy Rocket Scooter, you can change the background. You can change all the colors if you want on your own. It's Streetlight Manifesto. Only Chasing Safety was an amazing album. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Pull back there. Like, I probably listened to Reinventing Your Exit like 16 million times from that album. That was just like my theme song for a whole year, I feel like. Simple Plan, you think? All right, so what is iDoc texting me about? Ooh. That's cool. Dude, your AI songs are crushing it, dude. Club version, what we got? This reminds me of God, what's in that song? There's a band this reminds me of. What are the God, I can't remember the name of it. It's called, hold on, let me see if I can remember it. That's cool, I like that. Dude, those are awesome songs. Let me see if I can remember. I'm blanking out. Kind of sounds like Hadouken. I don't know if you've ever heard that band. Hadouken. They have like this so I can find the it's like dance punk sort of. Not too many people like listen to them, but I was a big fan of them. Like this. That sounds just like Hadouken. I'll play you guys. If you ever heard of them, at least I can find it's such a cool song. Hold on, let me see if I can play it. That's who it sounds like to me, Hadouken, yeah. Y'all heard this song before? This is the song I said that other song sounded like. It's a game character. Well, no, it's like what they would on Street Fighter. Is the guy singing? And I'll tell you, let me play it next to your song. So that's what it was reminding me of. Hold on, let's play it again. Is that like British? I call it like ravey, not ravey. There's a name for the kind of music. It's like it's like there's a type of genre. It's like it's British for sure, and there is a it's a name I can Google it. There's a type of genre that it was kind of like rave rock in a way. It was like rock, but like techno ravey rock. Let's see if I can say it. I was a big fan of those guys for a long time. It's like a mix of all kind of genres. It's like, I can't remember what they used to call that kind of music. It was like punk inspired dance music. Punching the wall music, alarm music, punk pop. Yeah, like it's like punk dance. It's very, very punk sounding. Those are some, I like, you guys may not like the Ride the Trade, Your Ears May Bleed version, but that does remind me of so many different melodic death metal bands. Bow, 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 bow. Soilwork, yeah, definitely one of them. That is definitely can hear in there. But I won't blast your ears out with death metal. I probably listen to music that's too hard for most people. Like, kind of sound like Soilwork a little bit. There was like a little Dark Tranquility in there. And same, the whole genre. They all sound similar to each other. Let's see what I got over here. Nice trading day today. I'm definitely flat for now, but man, if you guys rode that all the way back up to that 890 level, woo, woo. Is AI making the songs? Yeah, a lot of the guys who write in AI. Benny. Yeah, that's a pleasant one. That's funny. Have you guys, speaking of Cannibal Corpse, you know, Corpse Grinder has a Instagram. As like crazy as he is, he's not the original. Chris Barnes was the original Cannibal Corpse singer, but when he left to go sing at was 6 Feet Under, and Corpse Grinder took over. You know, you think he's like this rough, crazy, you know, human being, but like his Instagram is like him and his kids going to Target and stuff. He's so wholesome and normal. It's hilarious. He's like, yeah, I love when they have deals on toilet paper at Target. You're just like, you're like, dude, I've been in so many mosh pits where I almost got like appendages broken because of that guy, and he's like looking for deals at Target. Yeah, it's like buy one get one free. I love it. We come here all the time. Super wholesome, dude. His neck is thick, dude. He's like, yeah, has like no neck, like his like it goes like shoulder to head. It's crazy. What's the AI to make the songs? I don't know what he's using. I wrote some of my songs in Suno. Do I think long from here? I would say that here's the thing, right? It's not the time to guess. The long trade from here to here was the obvious trade. From here, there is no pivot. We're back to where we were earlier today, like in no man's land. This is the gamble mode now. Like this, most of our guys, I have a question. I didn't tell you guys anything, right? If you long to here, did you guys take profit here? T60's a Suno? Yeah, that's what I use. He's built like a stingray. He kind of is, right? He does look like a stingray. I just piece it all together. Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah. He's like, yeah, here's me and my family at Disney World. But like most of the metal singers I've ever met going to concerts were always like super wholesome dudes. Like they were the least wholesome of all kind of musicians. Like you would, like pop stars are absolute shit people. Like Justin Bieber is just like absolute trash human being, right? Like the way he treats people, the way he treats his girlfriend, all that. But then like, you know, metal singers are like family men, and you know, their daughters come up and high five them after the concert. They all go out for, you know, ice cream sundaes at Dairy Queen and stuff. Like straight up wholesome human beings. The metal culture was actually very wholesome. It was like what the media always portrayed as like this is like devil's music, and you're like, no, pop musicians are like absolute trash to their fans, to each other, to everything. And metal was like, we're cool, bro. We're like super cool. You hear like J-Lo's the worst. Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, you guys got in and out. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. I start my morning stream an hour before market opens. You will literally find more gentle people in the metal show than Taylor Swift show. Yeah, like every time when I was a kid, I ever got hurt in a mosh pit, everybody around you would be like, hold on, bro, you okay? You okay? Hey, get him out of here. You know, they'll lift you up on their shoulders and like, you know, help you limp out. And then if somebody's like still moshing around, the guy will throw him like, hey, got a hurt kid here. Get him out of here. Thanks, man. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hit you so hard, bro. You all right? You all right? Nobody's saying on the Latin booty though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Met the Thrice singer, Dustin Kensrue is such an amazing dude. Dude, yeah. He's like super chill dude. I never met him though, but I saw Thrice earlier in the year. They were touring. There was it was who was all there? Idoc and I went to it. And Thrice was there. Hold on. No, not Thrice. No, I didn't see Thrice. I remember that we went to it. I saw Thursday, not Thrice. Thursday. It was Thursday, Hawthorne Heights, Amberlin, an Amberlin with Matty Mullins, not Stephen Christian. He had already swapped roles, and that was a good show. But Thrice is also a good band. Beneficial bootcamp is beneficial for most traders. Yeah, I think that it's designed to be universal for most kind of traders. You just started a few months ago getting overwhelmed by all the knowledge. Well, it's part of it, right? You're getting a PhD in day trading in a 20-day course. You know, it's like day trading is a lifetime to master sort of thing. And there's, you know, like if you want to become a surgeon, you'll be overwhelmed if you try to drink from that fire hose on a 20-day period. But it's everything that you could learn. It just takes a lifetime to master those practices. So it's over the long haul. In hindsight, it's not really a lot of stuff. But like any profession, you got to go out there and master it. Whether you want to be a surgeon or a welder or firefighter or whatever, you have certain things that you do and you practice and get master it, you know? It's part of it. Yeah, your nose looks like Picasso painting, but you're the guy at the mosh pit. It's like, bro, sorry, bro, let me buy you a beer. Yeah. I got walked out of a mosh pit before by some guys because I got kicked in the head by Chino Marino, the Deftones. He stage dove and he kicked me on accident. He dove right in. He was just like flailing about and I got kicked in the head. My buddy claims he stole his airwalk, but I never saw evidence of it. He always to this day, like, you know, when we were younger, he was like, dude, I totally stole his shoe. I was like, really? Yeah, but I totally threw it back. Oh, really? Okay. That was an honor. I really love the Deftones. I caught Chino's shoe, but then it got stolen. It got borrowed by the art borrower. That was kind of fun. And I was like dizzy and they were like, hold on, get this guy out of here. I was like, oh my God, it hurts. And it was during board, like at the end of the song. when he's screaming that final like chorus of that song. You guys know that song, right? He would throw his shoes at concerts. Oh, for real? Maybe so. Maybe my friend is actually not lying. I was like, "Did you take his shoe?" He's like, "Yeah, well, we didn't see it because you know you weren't here, but I totally took his shoe." But I like threw it back, and it could be plausible. But my friend also was known to tell tall tales, so maybe he's making it up. Power hour sell off? I wouldn't think so. I would think that that was the low of the sesh. Again, it's random from here. Well, you guys know me. I don't guess. It's silly to guess. So we're here in the middle. I don't guess. I'll either take a long on hedge pressure break or I'll buy the dip at bear zone top. So just like today, when I waited all day for something to happen, when it broke to there, I took the long, it failed. When it fell to there, I took the long and it passed. And so I don't guess. Get used to not guessing, right? I know it's kind of not sexy to pie to like sit here and be bored with like, okay, maybe we're not going to do much. But for me, I respond to the pivots more than I try to guess how the liquidity breaks. If you were to put a gun to my head and pick a direction, it's usually up when my greater market indicators are bullish. Top left, TD ratio greater than half, right? I still say up all the time, but do I have evidence it's going to rally? Not really. I don't have a lot of evidence anything's going to move. So I wouldn't take a guess. Resilience is not strong enough to show me a gap fill. TD ratio is not weak enough to show me a market break of this. So DD ratio is supporting through here. Bad resilience is resisting through here. So we're kind of like trapped inside of this range. What I do is I don't trade in the middle, right? What's a beaver? You're outside of one window with the radio. Really? Turn it up. I'd like to hear it. Liquidity map, liquidity pocket is LP, buddy. Liquidity pocket is where you have bear zone and bull zone near each other. And in between the two zones, the market is liquid. So liquidity pockets will usually support at the top of the bear zone like it did today. When this ratio shows that the stocks are bullish and the index is likely to not go bearish. It's an arbitrage play. Your wife thinks making money is sexy. That's your motivation to not do dumb shit. There you go. Like that's literally it. Yeah. Accountability from your partner. Helpful. The Dio De Los Deftones Festival in San Diego. He loves the Deftones. No way, dude. I love it when your kid likes the same kind of music you do, especially a band like the Deftones. It's such a specific choice of like music in a certain era that a lot of kids don't get exposed to. Like, does he also like Incubus and like other bands from that same time? I feel like if you like Deftones, you gotta like Incubus. That's pretty cool if your son listens to like awesome music. My son's too young to care about music, but if he did, I'd make sure he listens to the classics. Give him a first playlist. I want to put Chevelle and Incubus and old school Red Hot Chili Peppers and Deftones, you know, like the good stuff. Stone Temple Pilots, just like a good round 90s playlist, you know. Here's the good jams from back in the day. Or maybe not Stone Temple Pilots. Maybe instead of them, I put Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains. Let me swap the two out. Some Soundgarden. Yeah. Yeah. It has to have some Chevelle on it, though. And maybe some Evans Blue, Breaking Benjamin. Red. Sign up for boot camp. Awesome, Dave. Very, very, very cool. Incubus was the greatest concert you ever saw in Dallas. Dude, so good, man. We were listening to Incubus, me and my buddy Luke, on this party we had this weekend. We were jamming out. We got back we went to play Activate at this, if you guys ever done Activate, it's really fun. We went back to the compound and we were popping some bottles of Vouv because we had some champagne still sitting there. And he was like, y'all want to drink some champagne? Let's have a toast. And then we popped it open and we were drinking champagne, listening to Incubus, just hanging out. And I think him and I were the only two really like reminiscing about how great the band was. Everyone else was just kind of like, okay, but we were like, dude, this was such a good song. And dude. Somewhere. Favorite Incubus song. Oh my god. There's like so many. I think like the first song that I ever remember listening to by them was probably Stellar. Like that was the song that I think got me into the band. Stellar was good, and Pardon Me is probably the first song that got me into the band. Those are still like the best ones out there, and I like Dig a lot. Warning is good. Wish You Were Here was good. Aqueous always good. Drive always good. Crank up the Hootie. Hey man, Hootie and the Blowfish was my first concert I ever went to when I was a kid. I was 16 years old. My mom took me to the Woodlands Pavilion to see Hootie, and it was a great show. Marty Views, your favorite album? Yeah, it's a good one. Hootie comes from the era where all the songs were like, they all sing the same like that. Eddie Vedder and Darius Rucker and Scott Stapp, they all sounded exactly the same. Dave Matthews, the mumble singers of the 90s. I only want to be with you. Wait. What about Brad now? Okay, you played viola when you were a kid. First time you walked into your coach's house, there was a huge poster of Sublime. And you found out that, wait, Brad Noel's dad was your viola coach? Dude, that's cool. That was after, I guess after he died, right? That's crazy cool trivia. Wow. Dave Matthews, some good ones. Yeah, I've probably seen Dave Matthews Band like a dozen times at concert. I think there was a time in high school where I went like every year. High school, college, we'd go all the time. Aqueous is such a beautiful song. Oh yeah, so good. That's not 311, Modest Yahoo, Dirty Heads, and Red Rocks. That's a cool concert. 311 and Modest Yahoo. That must have been like in like 2005, 2000. I think Modest Yahoo got popular like maybe 2005 and 6. I remember exactly when that happened because I just graduated college, and he was going through his like huge burst of popularity. And the King Without a Crown came on. It was getting like radio time even. You'd hear it on the radio. The Woodlands. Yeah. The Woodlands is in like, it's a place in Houston. It's like North Houston, where it's like very wooded and kind of cool. Yeah, close to Spring. Yeah. As a Canadian, you love Spring's amazing bar, now closed, Big Texas. There is Big Texas had one down in Clear Lake area down south. Yeah, it's a big dance hall. I think the name has changed though. Wait, so Jorge, you saw Tool at the Red Rocks? Dude, Red Rocks is cool. My first concert at Red Rocks, believe it or not, was on my 40th birthday. I went to see Millennium at Red Rocks, and that was a cool experience for sure. Cyclones in the Woodlands. I've never been. Millennium's like mild for an EDM show. It's not like super hardcore. It's just kind of like chill music, which is cool. That was a good vibe for Red Rocks, because I wasn't looking to like, it's like this open amphitheater. You want like something that's like mellow and good sound and good tone. Like some light EDMing. Yep, chilling in the middle, nothing to do here. Just wait it out. Tool's one of my favorite bands of all time, for sure. That was It's still one concert. I've still never seen Tool or any of Maynard's project. I've never seen Maynard live. Right, the best concert was in 2012 at Picnic in Chicago. $10. Got to see Capital Cities, New Politics, 21 Pilots, Old War Kids, Alice Genius, Silverson Pickups. Wow, and AWOL Nation. AWOL Nation, man. That's as 2012 as it gets. That was the era for AWOL Nation. I remember they were big that year. The same year that Gautier's song was big. I saw AWOL Nation as an opening act with somebody at I don't remember who it was, but they were opening for someone at the place downtown in Houston. It's called used to be at the Hard Rock Cafe. I forgot what it's called. It's like amphitheater now. The name has changed. But it was a where did I go recently? I just went there recently to go see what the heck? IDOC and I just went. I can't remember. No, it's not Empire of the Sun. Hold on, let me ask her. That's gonna drive me crazy. That's the last concert we went to, Empire of the Sun. It was awesome. Hey, what's up? Hey, where's that concert we went to? Not Empire of the Sun, but before that. We ran into all your friends, like your old friends from high school and stuff. Gareth Emery, that's right. The Laser Lake. What was the name of that place we went to? You remember? No, the name. What was the venue's name? Buffalo. Oh yeah. That's right. Bayou City. That's it. Bayou Place. Thank you. All right, thanks, babe. I saw AWOL Nation at Bayou Place, whatever the music hall there is called. We saw Gareth Emery. That's right, Laser City. That's pretty decent. All right, guys, 30 minutes left till market. There's nothing left to do here. We're just chilling and watching, seeing everything happens. As you know, I trade off of pivots only. We've been sitting in the middle pretty much since lunchtime. You met your wife at Incubus concert in Dallas 2008. Seller became your song, got married, still going strong. Oh, hell yeah. Empire of the Sun was one of the better concerts I've been to. Like, their stage show was really elaborate and cool. Oh, Cyclone Anais? Yeah, I've been to Cyclone Anais. Not in the one in the Woodlands. They're everywhere in Houston. I used to live by a Cyclone Anais. Like, it was walking distance in my last house. It's not bad. Pretty decent place. Oh, wait, hold on. What's she calling me for? Hello? Tortilla chips. Hold on. Turkey? Pasta? Like, you know, I don't know, just pick one. That, you know, the kind of like the little round things that we did last time. I'll make it, but not so salty. And then sausage, like Italian sausage to go with it, and chicken. No, it's okay, just one. Just one. Okay. We'll order chicken later when it's time. What else do we need? Did my let's see. Oh, the peppers? Okay. Oops. Yeah, gonna pick them. Okay. Tomato sauce. And then just forget. I'm too lazy. I'll text you. You know, just do your best. Like tomato sauce, pasta, and sausage. That's it. Like pre-made, because I'm gonna be super lazy about it. Like pre-made marinara or whatever. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm on a lazy week. Yeah, actually buy some more. Buy a small pack, like 3 for me. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Boy. Oh hey. Miss Vicky's chip. Okay, but you have to get it from Kroger though. They don't have it anywhere else but Kroger. Yeah, if you're not going to Kroger, don't worry about it. Are you from HEB or from Kroger? Okay, cool. Huh? Who measures chips in ounces? That's weird. I don't know. Hold on. Wait, the small bag is 1.3 ounces and the large bag is... I guess that must be the large one then. Who buys chips that are ounces? Weird. Yeah. Ground turkey good. We just make some more of that. Cool. Yeah, surprised me. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, bye. We're like ultra lazy because we don't want to go anywhere. We're like, let's just DoorDash a bunch of food. I was like, I want to make pasta. I'm be doing like a lot of working out this week. And she's like, do you want all the ingredients for it? I'm like, no, I want to be lazy. Just buy pasta and pre-made sauce and some sausage. That's very lazy cooking. Super lazy this week. You're going to wear that shirt on your date night? Knowing from what you said about your wife, she'll probably crack up about that. Y'all seem to have like a lot in common and stuff. I'm gonna read you guys' question. I wonder how interesting overnights will be after today. I think the market's just been like, you know, just a little bit of pullback and profit taking. I think we probably end up doing okay. The tariffs, I think are going to maybe not perceived as good. So I probably wouldn't be. I'm glad I'm sitting out because the market did move on some negative news. We didn't have bullish momentum leading up into today. And the news is not going to make it any more bullish by the end of the day. I think we might actually get some selling. Now that I think about it, if you ask me to guess, I'm going to guess it down before up at this point. Dude, I need to catch up. Like, there's so much Twitter drama to read about. Having a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Tradeify is hiring a bunch of new people. I wonder for what though. Brett made an announcement. I remember seeing that. Job postings at Tradeify if you guys want a job. I wonder what they're hiring for. But I wouldn't short it. Like I wouldn't bet against the bull market, but it could possibly, MOC could probably draw it down a little bit. And I don't think it'll bounce. It might just close lower. The stocks haven't picked up any momentum, and some of them still have some room to fall. So I don't think we're going to be. I don't think it's going to be making any defining moves to the upside by close. Regardless of the bag size around you, they're all one serving. She's like, "Is it the 8-ounce bag?" I'm like, I'm thinking like 8 ounces in fluid ounces is a cup. That's small, but in chips, ounces are usually solid goods is usually like a weight. I'm like, 8 ounces is half a pound. So that's definitely not the small bag. I think that's the bigger bag. Chips don't weigh that much. This was our conversation today. Measured in ounces because of weight, yeah. Ounces is one of those few units that are both volume and weight. In incompressible fluids such as water, ounces are used as a measuring device of volume because volume and weight are the same when incompressible fluids, because density changes don't change the internal volume of the molecules in the solution. This is thermodynamic stuff. They use ounces to measure volume of incompressible fluids, which is basically weight, which is mass over volume. It's density. So a constant density, constant weight, and constant volume. They're all interchangeable. My brain was thinking like, ounces on chips? Oh wait, ounces are also weight. Ah, indeed. I'm like, it's been such a long time and there's been many bottles of tequila since Friday. To be thinking thermo. So she's like, how many ounces? I'm like, I don't freaking know. They don't come in like small, medium, and large. Oh, yeah. That would be awesome. Definitely have to take a look. Thank you. Oh, what are y'all talking about? Been looking for the setting on Tradeovate for one-click order and exit. Like on Tradeovate, you mean to remove Tradeovate or Trading View, Brett? Tradeovate, it's in the settings. And Trading View, in our platform, it's under it's under general settings and there's trade settings. On our platform, it's settings here. And you would go to you're talking about our stuff or are you talking about their stuff? Settings. Oh, here's the settings here. Trading. Right click chart. Trading. On our stuff. Yeah, bootcamp today. Yeah. And then you would do instant order placement. To not have trade confirmations in Trading View. In Tradeovate, it is it's in the settings. It's in one of the menus in the settings. I'm not sure which one. What, giveaway trading buy? No. Well, tomorrow we'll do one though. You want 19 tortillas? No. Okay. Well, how about we cut them into triangles and here's some salsa. I'll be back with another basket soon. This is like, it sounds like a Mitch Hedberg kind of joke. That's a perfect setup for something he would say. Oh, so you're talking about in Tradeovate's native platform? The settings in there somewhere for order placement. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's in there somewhere. Mitch Hedberg, my favorite Mitch Hedberg joke was he's like, you know, I would go to this lake and I would feed the ducks bread all the time. And I would go to Subway to buy bread, to buy a sandwich to feed the ducks bread. And I would go to Subway and say, hello, I would like to buy a sandwich so I may feed the ducks outside bread. And then the guy at Subway goes, well, if you're feeding the ducks, the bread is free. Well, in that case, the ducks want sun chips. So, no, Mitch Hedberg. Tariffs won't stack. Oh, yeah. Well, looks like we're going to close kind of like maybe flat to down. I would say even if there's a pop, I think that we close inside of here. We don't break liquidity pocket, but I don't think we rally. I think we end up somewhere closer to here. Just unless there's an end of the day bump on some of these stocks. I mean, Apple hedge break. Nothing's moving. Like none of the bigs are moving today. And the ones that are mostly down. Down-ish. Not like big down, but like little down. Mitch Hedberg, I used to do drugs. I still do drugs, but I used to too. Yeah. Or the other one where he's like one time this person showed me a picture of them when they were younger. All pictures of you are pictures of you when you were younger. Show me the camera that takes a picture of you when you were older. Let me see that camera. That was a good one. All right. Boring close here. Exciting day, though. I almost cleared 15K. It's good. Coming back from the holiday. Valid trade if it hits bear zone. Yeah, it is. Always. The bet that we close above it is the bet. That's the bet I usually take. Chances of us getting there, we'd have to drop 40 points on MOC, which would take maybe like 2 or 3 minutes worth of candles. I would say if the market presses lower and lower and lower at the 50, right, the 7 minutes from now, and it gets close, I might be willing to take a bet off of that if I weren't able to still trade these accounts. The Moth Doctor joke, was that the one that he did on Conan? I think I saw the video of that one. Yeah, that was the funny one. That was good. All right. Boot camp in 10 minutes. Post the link up in chat. Boot camp. Okay, we'll watch the ending here in a little bit. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Back to the grind today. An all-day stream. I forgot how my voice gets hoarse by the end of the day. I need to get back to throttling my talking so much. Oh, so by the way, today we said till Sunday, and I finally got back today. So today's the last day we're going to do $1,500 off on Lifetime. So the sale was supposed to end last night, and I have not made the announcement that it was over. So make one more announcement in Discord that we're ending that tonight. So our 4th of July deal is officially over as well tonight. So that's the last. So at midnight, like tonight, I'll turn it off because there's some people are asking, and I actually never turned the deal off. We get home last night. I chatted with you guys for a little bit and caught up on Discord and went straight to bed. And we'll see soon. Yep. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Great day today. RS pivots are on point today. Yup. Live sync giveaway will be tomorrow. I completely forgot this morning. I woke up late and just showed up, and by the time I remembered, we already had people like leave the stream because it was already too late, so I didn't want to do it with not everybody there. So we'll do it tomorrow, like as the stream ramps up. All right, let's see what we get on the 50. The futures will draw the lines automatically on all futures charts. And yes, you will need data feed through CQG. So whatever broker that you use to get your data, you'll have to just tie in a futures data feed into our platform. Little bump up there. All right. That's kind of a good close. This. Thought we would end up lower. Maybe it might sell off. I mean, I'm not betting on it, but I didn't think we would get any bull momentum to finish out the day. I really have no room to make any more executions anyways. So I'm just chilling. And you guys are really starting to pick up some steam with Futures Desk. I'm starting to hear very good feedback by all of you who have chosen to use Futures Desk as your prop firm. Very, very cool. With the 60% off especially, a lot of you guys really got into it. Everybody has been saying that they are extremely high quality. It's one of the only ones them and Take Profit are the only two that I rep that I haven't used yet. But I always tell you guys, I usually like to use them first before I say anything. Futures Desk has been like, they're like techies like me, and they're building cool stuff. And they don't seem schemy at all. They seem like just like tech nerds like me trying to build something cool, and very honest and very open. They shared a lot of their tech with me, what they were building. Very cool. And I was like, yeah, I'll take a chance on you guys. And I told you guys, yeah, I haven't used them yet. And then some of you guys were like, yeah, I'll check them out first and let you know. And everybody that checked them out just came back with nothing but amazing things to say. So I try to figure out which firms out there I think will be quality and provide quality service. So I think that I think I had a good judgment call on that one. So I'm just kind of reading the feedback and checking the numbers here. And so that's good. I listen. So if you guys come back and tell me, hey, somebody said something schemy or scammy, then I'm like, okay. And make sure I pay attention to that. Nobody's really using Apex anymore. All you guys are like, they used to use Apex, are basically using Take Profit now also. Their software is very cool. Do they have activation fee? They don't, no. I honestly need to learn more about what all they have. But it's like you get to choose your own, instead of picking from pre-selected evals, you get to choose it. So there's sliders. You can pick like how many days you want to trade. You want 5 days to pass or 10 days to pass. You want end of the day. You want static. Do you want a $3,000 drawdown or $2,000? You can design your own prop eval account, and then the price scales based on what you choose. So you can pick the parameters you want, which is cool. It's neat. A novel idea. For beginners, that might be hard because a beginner may not know the value of each one of those, but you guys are trained on what the better value is. You obviously want the most drawdown you can get on fewer days in market. So you can put both those sliders as far as you want. Yeah. Yep. That's not sim funded. So it's like you pass, build a buffer, go live. It's how real prop firms are going to be if they get regulated. Like the regulators come in, they nuke the sim funded part of this. They're all going to be like the futures desk. They're basically ahead of the curve. With that kind of a design. That's like the legal design of a prop firm, which is what a prop firm is. Test a trader and give them money to trade with. The sale for the monthly payment. For us, the sale ends at midnight. You saw System of Down, Alice in Chains, and over 60 bands in 2024. Oh, that's nice. I didn't think System of Down was still touring. I thought Surge took a break. I remember last time I didn't know he was still touring. I guess they are touring again. Oh, they're coming out with a new album. That's why. But the lack of trade debate made you stop. Yeah. Looks like we are moving higher on this move. Kind of nice to close out higher. I figured we might close inside of this range, maybe lower, but looks like I was wrong on that. No skin in the game though. That's the best part when I know I'm just guessing, and I could have guessed wrong. Didn't do anything, and that's why I don't diddle in the middle. What's the coupon code for 25% off or $1,500 off a lifetime? It's already built into the site, Alex Scalp. So if you go to the website, you check out, the coupon automatically applies. Steph, we were talking about Futures Desk, TFD. So they're like kind of like a more evolved state of what the prop industry would be no sim funded step. Essentially, you pass an eval, you build a buffer, then you go live with it. And that's really what most prop firms will likely be if the regulators ever come eliminate the sim funded portion of this world. They're one of the newer ones to the list. They're not up here yet. I was giving them some time before I feature them and like get some feedback. I haven't used them yet either. And that's another thing too. The ones I rep are usually ones I've used. And the only one up here that I haven't used is Take Profit. And the only reason I rep them is because they're the biggest one that you guys use. And I'm going off of y'all's word instead of mine. Every other one I've used, not only used, but I've used and gotten payouts and proved I gotten payouts. And some of them I've gone live with. And Take Profit was like enough of you guys convinced me to rep them. I was like, okay, I just haven't had time to trade with them with all the stuff I've been doing. But Futures Desk would be the second one I've never used, but they were very good at showing me like everything they're trying to build and the stuff they're trying to do is very honest and very cool and very like, if I was to build a prop firm, I'd be doing what they're doing. Unique ideas. And I thought that was kind of cool. And their design was very like advanced. Like, you know, this is the way prop firms should be. We believe in actually testing traders and finding traders who are good and having them build a buffer and go live. We're not trying to squeeze people out by creating rules that squeeze them and make all of our income off of failed traders. We really are looking for good traders. That's why we go from that. We have that support to live program kind of thing. I was like, that's cool, because if I was going to start a prop firm, I'd do the same thing. I wouldn't do sim funded. I mean, I know it's a way for them to make a lot of money, but I wouldn't press the sim funded model, you know. Yeah. 50K for MFF, to recommend the 50K accounts? No, MFF scales very well with the higher end accounts. So with my funded futures, I would get the more expensive ones if you can afford them, because they have a better drawdown to cost ratio. You get more drawdown for the money. The more expensive you go, it's like buying in bulk at Costco. You get a lot more bang for your buck with my funded. They're all good. It's just the higher, more expensive ones, they get better. Is there any activation fees with futures S? There's not. And I know, like, as soon as I get live with Tradeify, my next goal is to do a couple other things. People were telling me, try to get on the leaderboard at Top Step. You know, I'm going to try, like I said, I keep trying to do these prop challenges just to draw, you know, a crowd around some kind of challenge or something I'm doing. Top Step leaderboard would be like one of the ultimate challenges to get on and show off on and stuff. Yeah, all those options for drawdown, static, stays to pass. Yeah, it's kind of cool. They have a really competitive static account. I actually didn't know until someone told me about it. It's up there with ETFs, which is the best static account out there natively. But with Futures Desk, you can design your own static account too, just as good as that, as I've been told. Okay, guys, time for boot camp. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for staying until market close. We'll see y'all in the morning. Everyone hop in Discord for boot camp. We'll start in about 10 minutes. I'll see y'all later. Shows the way, leave the doubt and the fray. Liquidity map paints the scene, hidden nodes like ghosts unseen, reverse engineered.